saying obeisance in the dust of the lotus feet of our Srila Prabhupada. Nityalila Kavishta Mustafa Srila Shri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj. And I give also obeisance to Nityalila Kavishta Shri Bhakti Bhaiva Puri Goswami Maharaj, Pujapad Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis that ever have been or ever will be. I give my respects to the lotus feet of all the devotees. Hare Krishna. According to Ayurveda, you should start a meal with chlorella. Gets your digestive fire going. But chlorella is an acquired taste. Not everybody likes it the first time or the second time. But you keep taking, and you start to like it. Especially when you feel the benefit. Oh, how I'm digesting nicely. How my fire is waking up inside. And I'm burning everything. Getting so much energy from this push-up. So first is chlorella. Bitter. Necessary. We've been trying 9 days here so far, 4 or 5 days. Give chlorella. Get our digestive fire. It means the bitter medicine, bitter truth, that we are very far away from walking that moonlit path. Rag Bhakti, or to speak of Rag Bhakti, you're not even in the doorway of devotional service until we've surrendered our life to Shri Guru. Given our independence to Shri Guru. Unless and until we've offered ourselves, Guru Pada Ashraya is the first of 64 limbs of Bhakti described by Srila Rupa Goswami Pada. Unless until we've taken full shelter, body, speech, mind, heart, and soul of Shri Gurudev, and Bhakti Esham Gurudev Tattva, accepted Shri Guru as my soul itself, my real life, unless until I've sacrificed my independence to Shri Guru, I cannot enter into devotional service. And so we've been taking our own pulse and seeing, oh, the bitter truth, I have not done so. I have not done. And Jai Gurudev, I give donations and Gurudev's picture and Buddha and everything, but something inside is falling short. Otherwise I would be tasting ecstasy, I would be afraid of nothing. My Gurudev said once, Pran Kishore Pula, Prerakapula, brother. Can you give me your mind? Can you give your mind right here at my feet? If you can do, then I promise you, you will never suffer again. What are we suffering? I'm suffering. I'm stressed out. I'm pushed and pulled by the tides of material energy. My old samskars, my troubled childhood, everything is pulling on me all the time. Twisting and restricting and holding me back from a healthy, happy, flourishing spiritual life. It must be I have not given my mind the lotus feet of Shri. So we've been trying to taste and distribute this bitter medicine for some days. And some persons who are not so acquainted, they may not like this medicine. They may not like the chlorella. Like Rupa Goswami Pada says, in the beginning, this process is like if we have jaundice, we're in an unhealthy condition, and even sweet, sweet sugar you suck on, but your perverted taste, it tastes but you keep taking that sugar medicine, and it will cure you, and gradually you'll find, oh, this is so sweet, this is so delicious, it's not bitter at all. I love sweets too much, so that I don't eat sweets, because if I have one, I always want it. If I don't take, then I don't think about it. As soon as I take one sweet, I'm always, where's that thing? Where's that thing? Cannot be satisfied after a meal unless there's a sweet. But one thing cures that for me, and that's chlorella. If I get some chlorella, I feel satisfied. It cancels that sweets craving. And chlorella is also medicine for diabetes, which is the disease born of excessive sweets. Sweets is supposed to come at the end of the meal. First is Kerala. You work your way through the savories and everything. Sours and savories. Stringent if you're really lucky, and then you end up with sweets at the end. For those who jump, who want to jump, everything else, and jump right into sweets and just gobble too much sweets, you end up getting diabetes, you become sick, you become sahaja. You've got a proper foundation. Only Radhe, 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 and you become sick spiritually. This cannot digest. So Kerala, delicious, wonderful, very dear, but it's not everything. So, Marco was asking me last night, on the way home from New Jersey program. Okay, now what? My duty is to stir the pot, to upset complacence. That's my duty, first of all. In myself, first of all, and if I'm upsetting my own complacence, I have a right to upset the complacence of others in order for us to get new understanding and go further. That's my right and that's my duty and that's my orders. That's my function. That's my love and affection. That's my friendship. So I think that for those who've been coming regularly, there's been sufficient upset. We sufficiently understand all the places and all, at least the tip of the iceberg of how I'm out of integrity, how much I have to do just to become human, to get in line with Maryada before I can get into the line of bhakti. So much I have to do. Oh my God. But now what? Okay, I get it. I'm all messed up. I need help. What to do now? So now we're moving to the second course. Real solid nutrition. Move directly into Sankirtan. The recitation and the hearing, the worshipful narrating and ear drinking of the name, form, qualities, and pastimes of Bhagavan. Especially because what we learn we have to keep with us. We don't, okay, now that phase is past and I throw out everything I was learning and Jai, what's next? What's on TV next? Simpsons is over, now comes ER. No, we keep the flavor of Kerala in our mouth. We keep that awareness that I'm very, very insignificant. My devotion is insignificant, frail, faulted, and not enough. My endeavors are not enough. We're not adherents to the bootstrap theory. You know bootstrap theory? If I lift my bootstraps strongly enough, I'll fly off the ground. No, we cannot lift ourselves up. We need mercy. And if we're really lucky, if Guru and Vaishnava has given us a special mercy, given us a good slaps to sober us and wake us up to our desperate condition, then we understand that we need not just mercy, but special mercy. Extreme mercy. We're going to have to apply, there's so many departments that we could pray, but we're going to have to invest in that place which is the most sure. We're going to have to invest in the lotus feet of Sri Nityananda. Sri Gurudev is Nityananda Prakash, the manifestation of Nita. Guru and Vaishnavas, their Nityananda wrongs mercy. We pray for the mercy of Gaur-Nitai. What is that mercy? Their mercy is that we get to hear Hari Katha from proper senior Vaishnavas. Sadhu Sangha and Hari Katha, that is their mercy. That's their mercy. So Guru, Sad Vaishnava, their Nityananda Prakash, and to understand their heart, Vaishnava Tattva is very mysterious. We can understand Krishna Tattva kind of easily. Gaura Tattva, Krishna absorbed in the Mahabharata, Radhika, very deep and mysterious things. That's a little bit easier to understand. But Vaishnava Tattva, the behavior, the love and affection, the bitter medicine of Vaishnavas and Gurudev, most difficult, most easily misunderstood. So to understand who is Gurudev, who are the pure Vaishnavas, who have to understand whose manifestation they are, who is Nityananda. If we know Nitai, we can know really what's the heart of Gurudev. My Gurudev used to say, it is our greatest consolation that Gurudev is Nityananda Prakash. That he is the manifestation of Nitai. That causelessly merciful, madly merciful, Avadut Chandra, the moon of spiritual madmen, far, far above and beyond all social considerations. He does as he likes. Doesn't have to wait for a proper recipient, qualified person. He gives mercy where he wants, and he wants to give it everywhere. So, we don't know how to glorify Nityananda Ram. But that person who knows him, we take shelter of his prayers. Our acharyas, Shri Krishna's Kaviraj Swamipad, has given us Chaitanya Charitamrita. How? By the blessings and order of Nityananda Ram. Kaviraj Swamipad was living with his brother in his home, and they had, like we're having now, program. Thakurji's Seva would go, Arti would go, and Kirtan would go, Pravachan, everything. Vaishnavas come together for devotional exchanges. And there was one devotee who came, his name was Viniketan Ramdas. He was a very intimate personal associate of Nityananda. He was always absorbed in Nityananda Ananda. Premananda Pranipad. And so when he arrived, he always had a little flute with him. And like Abhiram Thakur, who would beat you with his Jai Mangal whip and you would get praying, if you were really lucky in the madness of his kirtan, then Viniketan Ramdas, he would slap you with his flute, playing on his flute, and beat with it. And when he came in the room, Jai Nitai, dressed like a cowherd boy, absorbed in that Sakabal. What is the madness of those associates of Nityananda Ram? They are roaming in this world in Bengal, but inside they're decorated head to toe with flowers. They've got sticks in their hands herding cows. They're throwing their sticks in the air like circus players, blowing on their trumpets and flutes and dancing circles around Krishna Balaram going to cowherd. They're absorbed in such a tidal wave of bliss in the direct company of Yugal Kishore, Shikana, Ram. Absorbed in tasting that thing, Jai Nitai. How easily that chicken is there. So mad. The overconfidence, extreme, excessive self-confidence of the cowherd boys of Braj. How are they confident? Krishna is their best friend. They wrestle with Krishna and even defeat him. They fear nothing. Extreme confidence. So they become madmen. Viniketan Ramdas, he arrived, Jai Nitai. Everyone hit the ground, Dandavat Pranam, except the Pujari, who was doing his seva. Great Mahabhagavat comes, we should give up our seva and serve them, go to their lotus feet and serve. Even talk with the seva, we should stop and give respect to Mahabhagavat, that person who's carrying Thakurji in his heart. So when he saw that, he just laughed. Viniketan Ramdas, he saw the Pujari is neglecting me. So he's not thinking he's neglecting me, he's thinking he's neglecting Nitai. Oh, we have here another Roma Harsha. You know this history? Baladev Prabhu, he is wandering everywhere. And he came to an assembly of sages in Roma Harsha. Rishi was speaking the Puranas to everyone. And when Balaram came, he's the Khanda Guru Tattva. He's the original Guru. He came and everyone, they did pranam to him, except Rama Harshamsa, because he's sitting on the big seat and everyone's listening to me, and it got to his head. He got infected with that. Pratishta. Pratishta means to be given a position. You're better than us. We respect you. Please tell us the guidance. If we accept Pratishta, we're dead. Finished. We say, no, this is Gurudev's glory. I have nothing, but Gurudev's message is glorious. Gurudev's message is worthy to sit on the Vyasasana. Therefore, when we speak the words of our spiritual master, we should accept the higher seat. Not for ourselves, but for his message. For Rama Harshan, he was infected. He had accepted the Pratishta given, which was actually meant for the Puranas, actually meant for the Vyasa days. He accepted for himself. And when Baladev Prabhu, the Guru of Gurus, entered, he didn't stand up and respect. Baladev Prabhu was, what is this? You presume to be Guru, to give spiritual knowledge, and step one, you cannot give respect to Guru. He took a blade of grass, Shinada Pisunichina, I will finish your pride. You should learn to be humble like grass. And with the piece of grass, he cut off his head. So Nidhi Ramdas came in the room, and the Pujari neglected him. He said, oh, there's another Rama Harshan. You cannot respect Baladev. You cannot respect my Gita. But he just laughed. And after some time, the kirtan was rising, such waves of ecstasy were coming. Nidhi Ramdas, he was spinning, he would jump on the shoulders of one devotee and turn around, spinning and slapping people with his flute and playing tunes, and Jai Nitai, Nityananda Ram, roaring like thunder. And Krishna's Kaviraj's brother, he was getting upset. He was disturbed by that. And it's his house. This is my place. I put all this together, and you're going to come here and like, we're devotees of Gauranga, and you're going to come here and Nita. Who is this Nita? He was a sannyasi and he left and got married twice. Who is this Nita? You should chant the name of Gauranga because he's a sannyasi. He's perfect. And like that, he began to criticize. And then he came to Ramdas. He became so enraged, so furious. He took his most prized possession, his flute, he broke it on his knee and he threw it on the ground and he left that place. And Kaviraj Goswami, Krishna's Kaviraj, he was watching it. My brother is toast. My brother is finished. I should not stay here. This is bad. My brother has neglected Nityananda. The Gauranga Mahaprabhu says he is my own body and my own soul. I don't understand how these brothers are inseparable. They are one Atma and two. Finished. I gotta get out of here. And immediately, that moment, without packing a bag, without filling his stomach, without taking some food for the road, he just left. And just started walking. I don't know where I'm going, but I can't stay here. Everything will fall. My brother's finished, this house is finished, this place is inauspicious. Nityananda has been dishonored here, and he left. And he wandered, and when he became tired at night, he came to one bridge. And he went under the bridge, just like a homeless person that's left his home, now homeless, wandering, vagabond, nothing. And he went to sleep under the bridge. Because exhausted, he fell down exhausted. And as soon as he slept, he saw a dream. A beautiful dream came. That Nityananda appeared in his heart. And he was dressed in beautiful blue silk, just dark like the Yamuna's flow, flowing over his limbs. Beautiful turban on his head, and darkish complexion. Nityananda absorbed in thinking of Krishna, absorbed in the mood of Balaram, absorbed in Krishna. Dark complexion. And eyes like lotus petals. So broad and reddish, and rolling because drunken. Baladev actually drinks honey, so much honey that he becomes drunk. He likes. That's part of his ras. Really, it's that Madhuvan, that forest of honey, where he's drinking that, it's really, he's drinking the sweetness of his brother's seva. Drunk, with eyes rolling in Premananda. Cannot look straight, cannot see straight. And the beautiful garland was swinging from Nityananda Ram's neck, and bumblebees were hovering around it, and so many devotees who were surrounding him and chanting, Nita, Nita, Nita. He had a cow herding stick in his hand. He said, oh, Krishna Das, for me, you gave up your brother and your home. For me, oh, you purchased me. Now, you go to Vrindavan, and there, you meet with Rupa and Sanatana, Raghunath Das, and there, you will gain everything. Go. And immediately he woke up and walked straight to Vrindavan, crying, thinking, how merciful is Nita. Every life we get so many brothers, how many millions of brothers I've had, and I give up one for him. Look, he came to me. He embraced me with his mercy. He blessed me and opened the path to Vrindavan. We went there and manifested each other. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, he knows Nityananda Ram, and he knows how to glorify him. So taking shelter of our acharyas, our Guru Parampara, taking shelter of the foot dust, the bhav, the Nityananda prem of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, we want to speak, recite, narrate his Nityananda Ashtaka. Because this is our next course of our meal. Now what to do? We understand I'm way out of integrity, I'm way weak and fallen, and it's impossible for me. If I look at myself, oh my God, I'm not going to enter bhakti in this life. It's hopeless. By myself, by my endeavors, it's hopeless. So we're going to learn about that mercy department where we are to appeal. Remember, it's about Gurudev. Gurudev is our Nityananda Prakash. Our relationship with Sri Gurudev is everything, life and soul. Whether he's manifest or not manifest, he's near or he's far, he's always near. He's always here. And we need his mercy to cross this ocean of difficulties, ocean of anarthas. So to understand him and his Vaishnavas, we're going to pray to Nityananda, that source of all mercy. So this is the Nityananda Ashtaka of Kaviraj Goswami. Very charming, very beautiful, very dear to my Shiksha Bhakti Vedanta Madhusudan Goswami. Loves this kirtan, to speak on this kirtan for days. Every year, on Nityananda Prabhu's Thursday, he'll speak on this for days. And again, it's Ashtaka, and he'll sing the lines over and over again. And once he finishes, he starts over and sing it again. And on and on and on, he sings this kirtan. Days after days after days until the next holiday comes and he has to change gears by default. But otherwise, we just keep speaking. So I know we cannot finish here, but tonight we'll continue also in Krishna Balaram Mandir. Preme Gurnita Nayana Purnita Chanchala Midugati Ninyatam Vadana Mandala Chanda Niramala Vachana Amrita Kanditam Asima Guna Gane Karile Jagajan Mohe Kahe Kuru Vanchitam Jayati Jaya Vasu Jahanva Priya Jayati Jaya Vasu Jahanva Priya Dehi Me Swapadam Tukam Dehi Me Swapadam Refrain every line, every verse ends Jayati Jaya Vasu Jahanva Priya Dehi Me Swapadam. It's not in there. This is Vrindavan Das Thakur's Nityananda Ashtaka. But this was Krishna's Kaviraj. Another. Vrindavan Das Thakur also Maha devotee. So every line finishes, every verse finishes. Jayati Jaya Vasu Jahanava Priya Dehi Me Swapadam. Dehi Me Swapadam Bika. Give me the shelter of your lotus feet. It's an appeal. It's begging. Our dharma is to beg. We are beggars. As soon as I become a teacher and I will help others and I have so much to give, I lost my integrity, my simplicity. I have to be one identity. I can't have this fractured identity. I have to become one. And our one healthy identity is we're beggars. So he's showing us we're begging. How do we beg? Taking the name of that person. And what name? Jayati Jaya. Vasu Jahana Vapriya. Jai Ati Jaya means glory. Ati Jaya, extreme glory. Ati means excessive, super. Jai Ati Jaya, again and again I glorify. Who? Vasu Jahana Vapriya. That Nityananda Ram, who is the beloved, the Vasudha and Janava. So we're getting in this name, Vasu Janava Priya, not only Nitai, but his Shakti. The whole package. Especially we mentioned last night, Janava Ma, she is the Kripa Shakti of Nityananda Ram. Nityananda is the most merciful, and she's the mercy. She is the mercy. When we call someone's name, hey, hey, in the street, someone may turn around or not. You know, someone say, hey, hey, hey you, Hare Krishna guy. Okay, now he knows that I'm Hare Krishna. He sees my thing. Like, maybe I don't really know him. I don't know anything. I said to you, hey, oh, Vishaka's husband. What? Oh my God, he doesn't just know me, he knows my wife, he knows my inner things. He knows my softest spot. You know, our identity is formed by our relationships. We're a different person in different places. Like Krishna, when he's in Dwarka with those devotees, he has 4 hands and he's doing like this. And when he's in Vrindavan, you want to do like this to your mother? Boy, touch my feet before you go to the forest. He says to Rukmini, Rukmini's fanning Krishna with a chamara. He says, you know, I don't know why you want to be with me. I'm blackish, and I'm a cowherd boy. You're actually a princess. I'm from a sub-caste. Nobody likes me. I'm not worthy. You're a great princess and so beautiful and everything. You know, Shishupal, he wanted to marry you. He has a very nice golden complexion. Everybody likes that. And he's still waiting. If you want, you could go. You could go to him. It would be all right. If you're not happy with me, like, it's okay. You can go to Shishupal. Krishna's joking. And the next thing he hears is the sound of the chamar hit the ground and the crumpling faint of his wife, Rukmini. She falls on the ground, a dead faint. Oh! He has to pick her up and take her on his lap and sprinkle scented water in her face. Wake up, wake up. What's wrong? I was just joking. So many times I joke with the gopis like that. So many times I joke like that and they're like, all right, you want to go? Get out. We don't need you. You're lucky to get to play with us. We didn't want to play with you. You forced yourself into us. We were just picking flowers and you came inserting yourself into our pastime. Go on. So many times I joke with gopis. They try to joke with you just a little bit. You can't digest. So what relationship, where we are, with whom we are, we can be more ourselves. Sometimes we learn the hard way. We try to be more ourselves before that place is right and ready and right. Trying to give more love, that's why. So if you go, Vasu Janava Priya, you just caught Nityananda Ram, it is most intimate at home, with his Shaktis, with his wives. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, oh Krishna, you're an ocean of mercy. Dina Bandhu, you're the friend of the fallen. Okay. Jagatpate. Krishna's listening. Oh, Jagatpate, you're the Lord of the world. Okay, I hear you. Gopesha. Oh, you're the Lord of the Gopas and cows. Oh, what? Do you know me? Do you know my friends? Gopika Kanta. Oh, excuse me. Shh. Okay, what do you want? It's coming now. Radha Kanta. I know you all the way through for Radha Kanta. The Nam-Kirtan, very, very special art. How to catch hold of that person that we're appealing to. The softest place. Not just appeal to the right person, but appeal to the softest spot, the heart of that person. As soon as you take the name Radha in the presence of Krishna, he begins to tremble and his heart melts. Immediately he's soft and full of happiness, remembering his Radhini Shakti. She who is his happiness, you remind him of her, immediately in a good mood, what do you want? Someone who's really happy, you ask them for anything and they'll give it. Someone who's bitter, can I have $5? Get out of here, get your own $5. Someone's happy, in a good mood, then you can ask anything. Yeah, I said, oh, you want $5, take 20. So we're appealing, it's a very fine science. The mercy department, king and ruler of that mercy department is Nityananda Ram. And not only to appeal to him, but to the softest part of his heart. Vasu Jahanava. So he begins, Kaviraj Goswami Park. Again and again he comes back to this non-kirtan, this appeal. Jayati Jaya Vasu Jahanava. Dehi me swata. Give me the shelter of those feet. This is my request. This is what I want. I don't want something from you. I'm not appealing to you so that you will fulfill some desire of mine for something else other than you. I don't want something from you. I want you. You're the treasure chest. I know how to pray. I know how to make my endeavors most efficient, most fruitful. If he can give anything and everything, okay, you can get something from him, but if you get him, then you got anything already. So again and again, this appeal. Give me the shelter of your lotus feet. Protect me from life without you. So he begins. Your eyes are rolling in ecstasy as you cast furtive glances. He's glancing here and there, throwing mercy everywhere. Looking, searching out. Where's the most fallen person I can give mercy to? It's like a challenge. Kali is like a challenge to him. What? Bring it. You know these coward boys, they're big wrestlers. They love competition. So Nityananda Ram, he stands in the meadows of Godrumadri, moving his arms like a wrestler to Kali Yuga. Come on, roaring like thunder. Gaud Haribol! Gaud Haribol! And moving his arms like a powerful wrestler. Bring it. He wants to bring Kali Yuga, bring the most fallen and wretched Jagai Madais, bring to me, so I can show my Vira, my strength and power, my mercy. Your eyes are rolling in ecstasy. You're casting furtive glances into feeding nectar. Your face is as effulgent and beautiful as the full moon. You're feeding nectar. More than nectar gives sweetness, more than nectar gives all deliciousness and nourishment and eternal life. Your face is shining with nectar like more than the moon. To see your face is to gain immortality. You are the reservoir of all transcendental qualities. You're the ocean, the mine of jewels. Nitai Gunamani Amara Nitai. My jewel-like Nitai. Ocean of all virtue. Mihira Mandala Shavanikum Gandha Mandale Dorita Kieni Rupa Malatiradam Ange Anupama Shogatam Madhura Madhumade Matta Madhukara Charu Chodike Chumbitam Jayati Jaya Vasu Jahanava Priyo Jayati Jaya Vasu Jahanava Priyo Dehi Me Swam. Your earring, brilliant as the sun, dangles playfully upon your attractive cheeks. Oh, Prabhu, maddened bumblebees hover above and drink honey from the fragrant jasmine garland decorating the room. Someone is put on the neck of that massive Nityananda Ram, 7 feet tall, broad spreading shoulders and chest, and narrow waist, just like a lion. He is dancing, mad with ecstasy, eyes rolling in intoxication, and swinging from his neck is a beautiful garland of malati flower, jasmine flower. And bees, so many sages and rishis have taken the form of bees, coming and eulogizing him, singing verses from the Veda about Anantadev, Mahavishnu, his Prakash, Baladev, and trying to taste that sweet garland. One hearing this Avadu, self-styled way. One hearing. There's one pastime from Eka Chakra. When he was growing up, before he was 12 years old, he lived in Eka Chakra village with his parents, and everyone loved him. He played with all village boys, and they did dramas every day. Nityananda Prabhu, his life and soul was doing Krishna Lila dramas. So they spent the whole days preparing and acting and absorbed in dramas. And whoever saw those things, this is not a drama. This is a real thing. How did you know all this? How does this small boy, 5-year-old boy, how does he know all these things? How does he know about all the details of these different pastimes? How Krishna fought with Kaliya, how Baladev broke Pralambasur, how Krishna Balaram fought with Chandramustika, how Lakshman and Ram fought with Ravana, and Ram held in his arms the wounded Lakshman. All these pastimes from all the Shastras, where did he learn this? Nitin will say, these are my own pastimes, I'm just repeating. But no one could understand, because Yogamaya covering them can understand. The Supreme Lord himself is right in our backyard, literally. So there was a big snake, and everyone was afraid of the snake living in a hole. And Nitin and Ram had very nice earrings. He took one gold earring off and he stuffed it in the hole. And the snake never came out again. Because snakes, they like wealth and jewels. You go to Nagaloka, underneath, subterranean heavenly planets, they're laying on beds of jewels and diamonds. So one hearing, because taking away the snake, taking away all fear. Ajanulambita bahusubalita matta karibara nirnita baya baya baki gavirda kai garu dasadika berita amarahi nara naga nara sarva chitta sutta sutta jayati jaya vasu jahanava priyo jayati jaya vasu jahanava priyo your long, graceful arms hang down to your knees, and they conquer the beauty of the trunks of intoxicated elephants. With a thundering voice reverberating throughout the 10 directions, you cry out, oh brother, where are you? And the hearts of all the residents in both the hellish and heavenly realms are attracted by your irresistible beauty. Everyone loves you. Who sees him cannot resist. Saints and sinners, everyone, he's ours. By mercy, by virtue of his generosity, he's given away everything that he has, his Gauranga, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and himself. Take everything, take me, I'm yours. This huge, massive person, imagine someone knocks at the door. You open the door and standing there, the most gorgeous, astonishing person you've ever seen. Huge and strong and powerful. Complexion like melted gold, with rosy hands and feet. Curling hair spilling over his shoulders. Beautiful earring hanging on one cheek, one ear. And falling on the ground. He's noble like a king. Like the King of Kings. He's God. And falling on the ground and begging, please take this holy name. Chant Gaur Hari. Hare Krishna, chant his name, falling on the ground and crying and rolling about in ecstasy, begging, please brother, take his name. At once, the most humble, fallen on the ground and rolling in the dust, and at the same time the most noble King of Kings. The most beautiful, powerful person, falling down and begging it. Begging to take this person. No one can resist his beauty, his love. And he's calling out, crying, oh brother, Baya, Baya, Baya. Where are you? I have to finish with this verse. Let's continue tonight. You know, where I stay in Vrindavan is Seva Kunj. In Seva Kunj, there's one place, one garden, which is the official Seva Kunj. Seva Kunj is actually that whole area. At the time of Krishna's pastimes, Seva Kunj spread that whole place. And inside of Seva Kunj is many, many places. It spreads all the way to the sandy beach banks of the Yamuna. And just there, in Seva Kunj, on the banks of the Yamuna, there's Inditala, that place where Gaur Sundar Mahaprabhu came and sat under the tamarind tree and chanted. And just near there is Shringarvat. Shringar means decoration, and Vat means banyan. So it's a long Katha, but Radhika saw Krishna's dancing actually with all gopis in Ras. The gopis didn't know. They're absorbed. Krishna's right in front of me, holding my hands and singing. We're singing together. He's touching my cheek and lifting my chin with his flute and laughing and joking with me. You think you can look left or right when Ananda Swarup himself is laughing and joking with you and kissing your cheeks? No. They don't realize, these crores and crores of gopis don't realize Krishna's also behind me, talking and joking and laughing with the next girl, and the next, and the next. Everyone thinks I'm alone with Krishna. But Radhika, she cannot be cheated by Krishna or anyone. And she sees in the corner of her eye, oh, Krishna says he loves me best. And now I look and see he's giving the same attention to everyone, all gopis. And she came, and the man, transcendental sulk came. She turned on her heel and she left that Ras dance. So Krishna has tens of millions of gopis. Each one more beautiful than Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi is for thousands of years in Belavan doing hard austerity, begging to become qualified to enter into Ras, and she's still not qualified. Lakshmi is not qualified. She doesn't have sufficient beauty of heart that Gopi Bhav she doesn't have. So she's denied. So how glorious are those gopis? No two the same. Sometimes we think, well, if there's more variety in the spiritual world, does that mean that there's blonde gopis? Mexican gopis and black gopis? How can there be more variety, more kinds of ladies in this world than there? We can't understand, we can't really conceive of crores and crores and crores of beautiful young girls and no two the same. Because we see paintings and stuff in India and they all look the same. They're like, this is how you paint a gopi. You know, artisans, they learn, this is how they teach their sons, this is how a gopi looks, and they paint. And then they teach their sons, and there's like a model, like a gingerbread stamp, what gopis look like. They have a braid and a veil. You can't conceive the kaleidoscope of beautiful, unlimited taste of love and affection that's available to Krishna. And just one, gopi leaves. One Radharani leaves, and Krishna's not happy with tens of millions of others. And he leaves, preferring one Radhika to tens of millions of others. Because in her heart, she has more flavors. All the flavors and unique taste of love and affection in all those gopis, they're in her, they originate in her, and she has more. She's just getting started manifesting 10 billion gopis. Manifesting 10 billion bodily expansions of herself to serve Krishna in 10 billion ever-fresh ways. She's just getting started. It's just the tip of the iceberg. So Krishna leaves Ras also and follows Radhika. And finally, when he catches up with her, to pacify her, she sits down under this banyan tree, Shringarvat, and with his own hand, the Supreme Lord, Govindam Adi Purusham, he's the original Purush, he's the enjoyer. He's the enjoyer, no one else. He is to be served. He is Savior Bhagavan, the object of service for everyone. And himself gets down on his knees and serves the lotus feet of his consort, Radhika. He decorates her, just like her girlfriends would do, put flowers in her hair. And with his own hand, he makes very expertly. With flowers he himself picks so many ornaments, and he decorates her, and he serves her submissively. And she becomes happy with it. That place is called Shringarvat. The place where devotion, the devotee, utterly conquers the Lord and roles reverse. He becomes eager. So enchanted with the love of his devotee, he wants to serve her. He wants to honor and worship the love and affection. So that place, Shringarvat, Nityanandaram, when he was 12 years old, he was begged in charity from his father by a wandering sannyasi. Some say it was Lakshmipati Tirtha, some say it was Madhavendra himself. Some sannyasi came to Ekachakra. He stayed the night with Hadai Pandit and Padmavati Devi. And in the morning he begged, I need some charity, please give me your son. I'm going on pilgrimage to holy places. Give me your son, I'm getting old, I need help. Hadai Pandit, he understood. stated, but what can I do? I promised I would give this sannyasi whatever he wants. I cannot let him go unhappy from my home. So with a broken, heavy heart, he gave his nitai to that sannyasi. And nitai, from 12 years old, began to wander all holy places. For 23 years he wandered. Until Nimai, his brother, became a devotee. As soon as Nimai became a devotee, then he went. For 23 years, Nityananda Ram, he wandered. And in this course of his wanderings to all holy places, he came to Vrindavan. And he's always absorbed in the mood of a cowherd boy, but when he came to Vrindavan, oh, the dam broke, overflowed its bounds. He became mad in his Baladev. Huge, massive person, but because he's in the mood of a 5-year-old, 6-year-old boy, he'd go naked sometimes. Just wandering naked. Huge, 7, 8 feet tall, massive like a powerful wrestler, and walking naked down the road. Or sometimes he would just wear a kopit, Brahmin underwear, but he would wear it on his head like a turban. He'd go to the bank of the Yamuna, and crocodiles swimming by, he would jump in and wrestle with the crocodiles. Some little girl would be coming for her mother with the pot of water, a little 5-year-old girl, and she's scooping up water to bring home, and this gigantic naked man squats down next to her. You want to marry me? Massive, huge person. Because he's in the mood of like a cowherd boy, he's teasing, he's thinking I'm 5 years old, he doesn't know I'm not wearing clothes. You go to the villages now, even now, in India, there's kids running around, they get home from school, they take off all their clothes. They don't have that gender identity formed yet. That false ego is not solidified yet. I'm just me. Get home from school and take off my clothes. I'm 8 years old, 9 years old. I'm playing. So like that, because fully innocent, cowherd boy. He began calling out, "Hey Krishna, the cows are going across the Yamuna, all going to the other side. Where are you, bhai? Where are you? Kanaya, Kanaya." How cool, how I'm calling you and you can't answer me. Why you don't answer me? He came there to that place, Shringarvat, and became so overwhelmed at that place, so stricken with grief and separation from Kanaya. Cried out so loud, like this verse is saying, oh brother, where are you?" So his heart was like cracking. And he fell like a banana tree. If you cut a banana tree, just boom. He fell like that, like a stick to the ground. Fell in the dust and began to grind himself against the ground. Just like you take sandalwood on a stone slab to grind to make paste, he wanted to grind his body to paste. Where my brother's footprints are. Kanaya, Kanaya, rolling mad in separation from Krishna, cannot tolerate it. Who is Balaram? He's Sevak Bhagavan. He's made of service to Krishna. We are sadhaks in this world, and we hear that the separation mood is our entrance way. We want to do Vipralamba Bhajan, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We're praying for that, the qualification to taste separation from Guru and Krishna. Because by that we'll get everything. If we can be grief-stricken and call from the core of our heart and cry, we will get Krishna. No other way. Vamshidas Babaji Maharaj's instruction, you want to see Krishna? Cry. Nothing else. But those who actually have prema, they will never pray for separation. They cannot tolerate separation. Separation is like dying. When that person who is your life is not present to receive your service, how do you exist? How do you adjust? It's impossible to adjust. You just burn and break. And because you have prema, you have an eternal body, you can't die. You feel more pain than millions and millions of deaths compressed, but you can't die because you're eternal. So Nityananda Madness, rolling on the ground, grinding himself to pace. Krishna, Krishna. And a sound came from the sky. You will not find Krishna in Vrindavan anymore. He's not here now. He's gone to Navadvip. He's not Kanaya anymore. Now he's Nimai. And immediately Nityananda, he picked himself up and he started walking. Immediately, running to Navadvip. And when he came to Navadvip, to Mayapur, when he arrived there, he thought, I've come so far. I roamed all over this whole country, everywhere, north, south, east and west, all the corners, the mountains and the oceans. I've seen them all looking for my kanaya. I've come so far and he can't come down the block just to see me. And Nanda became in Mom. And he went to the house of Nandanacharya. And he hid himself. He told Nandanacharya, don't tell anyone that I came here. I'm hiding, don't say anything. I'm standing. If really my kanaya is here, he'll come and find me. And that morning, Gaura Sundar, after all night, Sankirtan, he woke up in the Malati Bowers in the jasmine garden of Srivasanga, in the courtyard of Shiva's temple. All night doing Sankirtan with the devotees, lost in bliss, tasting each other's love and affection, inconceivable ecstasy, festival they're tasting. Maha Sankirtan Ras, and at the end, with his own hand, from the seed he planted and bloomed in front of everyone, Gaura Sundar would distribute mangoes to everyone. All devotees tired and sweating from so much kirtan, he would give everyone these mystic mangoes. The mangoes were so big, and had no skin and no seed, and just rust all the way through. You take one and you're fully satisfied. Not only fragrant and delicious, but perfumed by the touch of the lotus hand of Shri Gaura Sundar. Given by him personally, fully satisfied and all laying in piles, all devotees sleep in the courtyard of Shiva's. And in one special mandap, one mandir, one simple dome, and flower clusters all around, so thick fragrance, there Gaura Sundar would sleep in the mood of Radha Krishna sleeping together, making out happy. In the morning he woke up. His devotees woke. He said, what a wonderful dream I had last night. I saw a golden chariot shining like the sun came rolling into Navadvip, rolling into Mayapur. And riding on that chariot was a massive, beautiful person. A huge personality with golden skin and bluish silken clothes and one earring dangling from his ear. And he had the flag of a palm tree on top. And he was going house to house saying, is this my Nimai's house? Is this Nimai Pandit's house? I'm looking for him. I'm his brother. So Sachinandan said, I think some great Mahapurush has come to Navadvip. So all of you should search. Go find him. Okay? They became excited. New devotees come. They're looking everywhere, house to house, from morning until dusk. 9 hours they searched, knocking on every door, but they couldn't find him. And they came back to Gaura Sundar. We didn't see anyone. We asked everywhere. No one's seen anyone. Maybe it was just a dream. One man said, follow me. He got up and he walked straight to the house of Nandanacharya. Without Guru, we cannot get Krishna. Without Guru's mercy, we cannot get Krishna. Without Krishna's mercy, we cannot find Guru either. Cannot. Cannot recognize. It's a long story. Another story. When I first saw Gurudev, I had trained before I was going to meet Gurudev for months in a psychic arts lady where I was living. I was thinking, I was reading Gurudev's books and everything. I was like, okay, I know this is the highest thing, but does he really have that thing? I never met a Mahabhagavad pure devotee before. I never came in this car. I didn't know like anything. I was just like, just got this book and I've been reading and chanting. I was like, this is real. But he never says in the book, he doesn't say, I have that thing. I don't understand like Vaishnava humility. He never say like, yes, I have Krishna praying. Saying Gurudev, he's talking about these things, but he doesn't say I have that thing. So I went and I trained for like 4 months. Once a week, go and sit in this very simple little house with 3 or 4 other students in the kitchen, in a clear kitchen in the chairs, and we sit with this fat psychic lady to teach us how to harness our intuition. You know, when you sit in pairs and you look at each other, and what do you see? What animal do you see? All the things. How to see a aura. And I'm thinking, when I go to see Gurudev, if he's really that thing, he'll have a massive golden aura or something. I'll look and I'll be like, yeah, this person is of another degree and caliber. And when I went and I saw Gurudev, he had no aura. Everyone else has some blue kind of like thing going. I could kind of see that, but when I looked at Gurudev, I was like, okay, that's weird. He doesn't have any aura whatsoever. I couldn't understand. And at the end of the festival, after a couple of days, someone told me, I gave respect to Gurudev by giving him some gifts and things and flowers. I didn't know. Someone said, you should touch, the pure devotee comes like this, you should touch the sweet, it's very important. I don't know that. You say. And at the end, Gurudev's leaving, getting up from giving his katha, he's going to the crowd. What happens when Gurudev gets up? Everybody rushes to be as close as they can. Like, Gurudev should look at me, he should say something, maybe he'll touch his feet somehow, I gotta be close. I don't know that thing, I don't even understand him, so I'm like, I can't do that, I can't like push through everyone falsely, like, I don't have that thing in me, that desire. I don't understand. I just pray, Lord, if this is good for me, you please arrange. And I touch his feet. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know. I don't know. So the crowds crammed up like that, and I couldn't get through. And it just my feet are just going. And there was a book table set up, and there was a Hindu mandir, and there was a statue of Lord Shiva at the end of the book table, and in between Shivji and the book table was like maybe 4 inches of space, maximum 4 inches. And so people can't fit through there. They're all going around the book table the other way. But I'm like, I'm a skinny little guy. I know my thigh is going to go through that little hole. And I just like, slip right through the thing. It's like, skirt through there. I came eye to eye with Srila Gurudev. And I stopped, and he stopped. He smiled. And I picked a mango bud for him. Climbed a barbed wire fence and picked a mango bud from the top of the mango tree. Because that's like my favorite thing in this world, mangoes. All right, I'll give him something nice. And he looked at that, and he was very happy. He accepted that thing, and wake up, sleeping soul, and touched his feet, and he left. So much peace. There's still so much independence. I was like, wow, that was nice. But I already had my relationship with God and everything, and like, I'm doing okay. And I left, and it was a week later on Nityananda Trayodasi, Nityananda's day. The time bomb went off in my heart, and I saw the big smiling and joke laughing. And like, you didn't recognize me, but I recognized you. And that was it. He just like reached out across time and claimed what was his. That was it. There was no question from one moment to the next. But I couldn't see him. I met him face to face, touched his lotus feet. I felt nice about it, and I was walking away. Without the grace of God, we cannot recognize the Guru with our psychic training, without anything. We cannot understand. Why? It could be right in front of our face, and we miss it. That makes sense. So Gaur Sundar, by his mercy, he took all the devotees straight to Nityananda. Straight to him. He knocked on the door, and Nandanacharya opened the door, and he saw the beautiful lotus face of Gaur Sundar smiling on his porch. He said, has someone come in your house? Is there someone here? On one side, he promised Nityananda, I wouldn't tell anyone's here. And on the other side, this is Gaur Sundar himself. He's asking me, I can't lie. He said, Prabhu, does the sun have to ask where the moon is? Sun and moon are always following each other across the sky. You know, so when the sun rises, you know the moon is coming next. And when the moon sets, you know the sun is going to rise. They're always chasing after each other. Sometimes sun and moon rise together. In different leelas, these brothers are always together. When they're Krishna Balaram, then Balaram goes first because elder brother, and Krishna follows behind. And when they're Ram and Lakshman, then Ram is older brother, and he goes first in the forest, and Lakshman goes behind. But one way or another, the sun and the moon are always following each other. They cannot be without each other. They cannot hide from the sun. Can the moon hide from the sun? No. The moon is shining with the reflection of the light of the sun. They are one and the same energy like that. So Mahaprabhu, he laughed, and he pushed his way into the house, and all devotees following him said, what's going on? They came into the mandir, the temple room in the house of Nandanacharya, and there was one amazing, astonishing, gorgeous person sitting fixed in samadhi. Chest and clothes completely soaking with tears, completely soaked. Tears, face streaming with rivers of tears, absorbed in bhajan. And when Gaur Sundar saw him, he became stunned. And all the devotees were silent. They didn't say anything. And soon, perhaps by the fragrance of the body of his brother, Nityananda's eyes opened. For the first time, his divine brothers, now already 23 and 32 years old, so many years they've passed without each other. And now, for the first time in this Leela, eye to eye, meeting. And no one could move. They're frozen. Just looking. Cannot move, cannot speak, just stumble. one of the Ashtashattvik bhavs, one of the 8 transformations of internal ecstasy that are revealed in the body is called stunda. You become stunned, just like a tree, cannot move. So much is going on inside, just cancels all activities. And these 2 brothers stunned. No one can move for a long time. And the devotees are like, what's going on? They couldn't understand. And Srivas Thakur is very hip the hearts. So Gaunitai could understand. He sang a verse from Bhagavatam. Varhapidam natavarapapu kanyokan upyapraso kanikatapushi vaichen Rangan venu radharasudayam purayam gopa brindaranyam swapadaramanam Yavishabdikirti. It's a snapshot. Krishna Balaram going to forest. Their cows and how could they look like the best of dancers. They come together as new ornaments, flutes playing and their beautiful footprints and stuff. Cowherd boys with their hands raised, singing boys, big boys. And they heard that mood that was inside, that Krishna Balaram Bhav in the hearts of Gaunitai broke loose. And those brothers, they just like 2 gigantic glaciers sliding, 2 continents sliding and smash into each other, and the Everest mountains come up. These 2 huge, massive, beautiful God brothers, crashed into each other, smashed into each other, embraced each other, and crying so bitterly, howling with tears, howling, how long I had to wait for you. Guru Maharaj tells a story about in his youth, he went to a field in the village next to his village and picked with his father fresh green chickpeas, big bundle of chana. He put that bundle on his head and it was not so heavy because Gurudev was an athlete, he was strong. And when he got halfway home to his village, it began to get heavy. This is a formidable load. When he got within sight of his village, it got real heavy. When he was just to his house, it was almost impossible to carry. When we got outside the door of his house, he couldn't take another step. He put it down inside. He dropped the bundle and it busted. So in the same way, separation from that person we love is tolerable. We're tolerating and living. The devotee who's in love, their Ishtadev, their dear one. When there's love and affection between lover and beloved, they're living somehow surviving. And if it's a long separation, that burden is wearing and wearing and wearing. And when, oh when, oh when, oh when will that day be mine? Yeah, we'll have your lotus feet in my hands again. When will that day be mine? And when it comes, and there's finally meeting, then everything breaks loose, and everything that was stored up inside, like the pressure cooker swelling until finally comes out. All that came out of the hearts of Gaunitai. They embraced each other and cried like babies. And so they both fell on the ground unconscious from such hard crying. A separation that came out in meeting. And after unconscious for a long time, first Gauranga woke up. When he woke up and saw his Nitai again he began to wail and cry, looking at his brother. And he scooped up that massive body of Nityananda and pulled him onto his lap, just like a giant baby. And he held him on his lap and crying and rocking, and Nitai still completely absorbed inside, fully absorbed in the internal cowherding. And Gadadhar Pandit is very rasik. He said, oh, look at this. Usually it's Ananta Shesh carries Vishnu on his lap. We see now roles are reversed and Vishnu is holding Shesh. Someone else said, oh, what can this scene be compared to? There's no comparison. The only thing we can say this is like when Lakshman was shot by the arrow of Meghna. And he was on the lap of Ram and Ram was crying, oh my brother, if I knew that I would lose my brother coming to save my wife, better to lose my wife, better to lose anything than you, oh my brother, oh my Lakshman. How much love my brother. That bitter and pathetic scene, this is the only comparison. And finally, he roused the 2 brothers, finally calmed themselves, And from that time on, the Sankirtan Ras, every night in the house of Shiva Sakur, went to a whole other dimension. Now that the madness and Avaduta Chandra had come, now the pastimes of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Now these two brothers with their arms raised, just like elephants' trunks swaying, or like incited snakes. Rupa Goswami says, your beautiful arms are like incited snakes. You know, cobra, when they're upset, they sways like that. These are hands moving like this, and like the cobra has its hood, the beautiful broad hands of the brothers swaying back and forth. They say that Gaurnitai, they learned to dance from the palm trees, the coconut trees of Navadvip. They blow in the breeze like this, tangled together, roaming on the banks of the Ganga, doing Sankirtan. The beautiful breeze, fragrant breeze, blowing across the Ganga, and the palm trees moving in Gaurnitai, taking shiksha. They learn to dance just like the coconut trees. Navadvip. So Jayati Jaya Vasu Jahanavapaya Dehi Me Swati Only Tinanaram. Lord knows your property. Make me your property. We shelter to those, O beloved of Vasudha and Janava. Please, I'm begging you, give me a place at your feet. First comes Kerala, the bitter truth of where I'm actually at. Check myself. Oh God. And then comes, what's step 2? Beg. Beg with heart and with tears in the right department. And most, our strength is so little, so we have to make every drop count. Beg, especially to Nitai, and especially we call like that. Oh Janava Priya, Vasudha Pram. Brother of Goswami, please give me my place at your feet. The name of Nitai is so powerful. So powerful. All we have to do is mean it. Nitai, hey, Nitai, hey. All we have to do is mean it. That's the only thing that's missing from our kirtan, our bhajan, and everything. All we have to do is mean it. Beg. From the core of our heart. And the Kerala, the bitter, the heartbreak, the defeat, the failure is our best friend. All of our failures and shortcomings. When we really get the mercy of Gurudev, our eyes will open and we'll see how so insignificant and fallen. Helpless on my own. And that bitter taste will empower me to cry for mercy in a way that I could not do otherwise. Okay, so we'll speak a little more tonight. Krishna Balaram here. Radhanath Niram. His glories further precious on sweet person. Anything is trying to come more, trying to infuse our consciousness with Nityananda so that we'll understand the heart of the Guru and Vaishnava. Nityananda Guru, his mercy is coming, talking to me. In the form of argument and Nityananda's trying to make a relationship with me. Reaching out with his long arms for me. I should try to understand him, accept, show him. Hare Krishna. Sing?
What time this evening?
I think it's 6 o'clock. I'm continuing from now and continuing.
Pramila in Queens, right?
That's some number stuff.
111, 101.
111, 14.
111.
Between 111 and 112.
Yeah.
101 Avenue. 101 Avenue.
Nitai Guna